We'll do it live.
This is Comic Burrito, a podcast. I'm Todd.
I'm Cole.
And I'm Nick.
And it's actually a live stream on
We're
Wednesday.
Live on a Wednesday.
Because it is
New Comic Day.
This Week in Comics. Come on, Cole.
This Week in Comics.
There you go. Yeah. And so we're going to talk about at least our three of our favorites from the week. And yeah, maybe dig into some of the other ones. But yeah, Cole, take it away.
I'm going to start with Batgirl number 47. I've read no Batgirl. I pulled this for the Joker War tie-in, and it makes me really want to read Batgirl.
It's not usually like this good.
Okay.
It's good. I like Batgirl, but this issue was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love the art for it. I like the take on Joker that they had in this, so that was pretty sweet. I mean, it's like a very also, you always kind of forget about some of this stuff, but like when you're in Barbara's apartment, it's just like she lives in a dump.
Yes, exactly. She does not have much money. Well, okay. Do you mind spoilers a little bit for the Batgirl run? She did have a lot of money recently because she's very smart and she was using it to do things, but then things changed. And it is a lot more into it than that. But
yeah, she mentions a lot of hate between people, so I'm guessing she had a falling out of some sort with the Bat family for the most part, just from what I read in this.
Isn't there always falling out in the Bat family?
Yeah,
are they ever happy?
You get along. It's like a real family.
It is like a very real family.
You want me to go?
Yeah, no, I agree with Batgirl. Batgirl, at least this issue, if you're following Joker War and you're this.
What cover? See, I wanted to buy it just because of that cover.
The cover's
why I wanted it. It's just a great nod. Which I guess we can segue. I was between two. I was between Flash, which is still doing really good, although I think it dipped a little bit this week for me. I don't know if it was just because I was having a really hectic day at work today and it got kind of chopped up, or if it was just kind of a dip, but a little dip. Okay. Yeah. So it was a little
it's
dip.
Still good though. It was, there was some high marks in it that I really enjoyed.
Yeah. There was some good stuff.
What's really cool in the Flash is the first 1 to 18 pages are done by Christian Deuce and Luis Guerrero. 19 through 20 has a different artist and colors.
Yeah.
Which you can tell at the end,
it's cool because I thought the book was kind of done. And I just happened to keep turning through the last few pages like one does, and it was like, oh no, there's more. And it was that part was like way, my hands it was up here, and the rest of the book was
they know how to finish Flash issues lately.
Yeah, they do. Especially the soft ones are kind of like, it's like you're going through, you're getting close to the end, and you're like, I don't know, man. And then you hit those last 2 or 3 pages, and it's like, oh yeah, okay, I'm in for more. And Joker War started too, which would actually be my pick because I liked this book better than Flash this week. It kind of flip-flopped. Lately, I've been liking Flash better than Batman, but I'm all in. Well, not all in for the Joker War apparently. Just the Batman titles I'm in for.
Yeah, but you're emotionally all into it.
Yeah, and like I said, it's just because I expect it to be good, and I'm probably going to buy the hardcover. So I don't need to buy all the 5 million tie-ins. Although, if I see that Batgirl issue on the shelf,
I already pulled Batgirl, so that was easy. Because I'm trying to hold out and do just what I really am interested in.
I said it on Twitter. Both of these books have some really annoying ad placement for me personally, where that centerfold page, the one page in the book that you get to open it up and it lays almost flat out and you can just see, you're not missing anything in the corners or anything. And DC has chosen in both of these books to advertise for their own books of all things. And it's just kind of, and then there's a cool splash page on the previous page or the following. And I don't get it. I don't know who makes those decisions at DC, but they should be corrected or fired.
This book, Batgirl, had the middle spread, and it didn't necessarily need to be there,
Right.
Yeah, I guess I think I remember what you're talking about. Yeah, but it was still a good issue. I'm back, and I knew it. I knew as soon as Joker War hit, I was going to be more into Batman again, because Detective, whilst good, I did prefer Batman this week, which has been the opposite the last few weeks. So, my first pick is a new number 1 from Image, written by Sean Lewis, art by Caitlin Yarsky, and it is called Bliss.
Oh, I remember reading about that, I think.
It is really cool. It's a really cool concept. It is really dark.
Oh.
It's dark. It's not what I expected because I did not read the synopsis or know anything about it going in. It is quite dark, but really well done. Art is on point. This isn't super indicative, but I don't like to go too much past the first screen. It kind of this one kind of, I don't know.
How's
It's
the
it's a very indie start. What?
How's the colors?
Colors are great, and
Colors
it's
look good.
They are.
It's 1 of 8.
Yeah, and it's segmented. The colors that it like focuses on. This is a good panel for it. I won't give too much detail because it's only like 3 pages in, but they'll do hunks of different for like the mood and what's going on. It will be saturated green, saturated red, saturated like magenta, green, orange. Like it's really cool. Each page kind of like has a color to it, or each big panel section has it. So highly recommend it. I think Image is killing it right now with their new IPs that they're putting out.
It says Breaking Bad meets Neil Gaiman's Sandman.
That's why I like it so much, because I couldn't put it any better. That's fantastic. That is exactly what it is.
Yeah. I remember reading that and being like, ooh, but then I kind of forgot about it.
Is much recommended.
It was great.
Yeah, I went no expectations. That just blew me out of the water. It was a pretty good week for heavy hitters.
Yeah. Cole, you
number 1's by Image. I read Chew. It is John Layman and Dan Boltwood. I definitely thought this was going to be about something different than what it was about.
Did you not know the synopsis before you read it?
I thought
you just knew it was attached to Chew.
I thought it was about the daughter, but it's about the sister.
Uh-huh.
And like at the end of it, if you read the little like letter from the author, he kind of says like, I kind of consider this like Better Call Saul to Breaking Bad because it's kind of like a story before all of Chew. I really enjoyed it. It's definitely different art than first Chew, as they have a different artist on it, but pretty good story so far. I'm excited. I think it's only going to be like 5 issues.
Can you recommend, because you just went through Chew?
Yeah,
I haven't read Chew in a hot minute, and I'm excited to read this.
I think if you haven't read Chew, you can still probably read this. Well, but I think it's going to be better.
You could watch Better Call Saul without.
Yeah. It's essentially he's like Tony's real young.
Oh, okay. Like real young?
Yeah, like it has his. Well, it's weird because I was like reading it and I thought it was supposed to take place in the future, and you see his partner that has like the robot face.
Yeah.
And like he doesn't have a robot face and he's mean to him. And I was like, aren't they friends?
Yeah, when did it happen? Okay. Cool. That's neat.
Cool.
Nice. I do. I'm excited. I'm excited to chew that one.
With a U, not an E.
I read the first volume of Chew and really liked it. And then I think I've said this before, I saw how much of it there was, and I was like, right now.
It's like 60 issues, right? Something like that?
I think it's like 12 volumes or so. So like,
okay. Somewhere in that range. It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot of Chew. I'm picking this book. And I know Todd said he hadn't read it. I don't know if Cole's read it.
I haven't read Chew yet.
You did read it. I am not picking this issue because this issue is really good. If anything, I think this issue was a little on the soft side. And I talked to somebody else about it recently today that said that they read all of Wind already. And when they heard that it was going to be broken up into individual issues, they were very surprised by it. Because, and as soon as I got done with this, it was like, okay, like it was good. There's some backstory in here. We learn there's some things that are cemented about this world that James has going on, and all the politics and stuff we have a much clearer view of, and we get some history, backstory and stuff, but it kind of just is a stagnant part. And I think that having issue 1 here and what's hopefully issue 3 picks back up, I think it'll
so
go.
This might be perfect for trade waiters.
It might be perfect for trade waiters, or if you don't mind, if you like floppies and stuff, I think the end of the story and everything's going to go well and all that. But if you're picking up and reading 2 and you're a little quiet on it, like that's kind of what I've been hearing from some people. It's still very good. The art and everything, with James Tynion the Fourth and Michael Dialness, maybe. Dionysus?
Diolinus?
Dionysus.
He's the Wooden King on Twitter.
Dionysus.
He draw good. He draw real good.
Yeah, I mean, I read it. I would say my biggest critique with this book as a whole so far is that we have had 2 giant-size issues, and besides world building, not much has really gone on.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely been all like setup type stuff. So. Quite his books. I don't know. They obviously decided to do single issues because it's James Tynion and he's so hot right now, and they can definitely sell single issues rather than. And I think it was going to come out later this year, so they also rushed it up ahead because of pandemic stuff. I think to kind of do something. But yes, it was originally supposed to be a trade. And it kind of shows in this issue, but very good, still very good.
All right, so I am gonna go back to Image for my second one. It doesn't get. I don't know. I'm not sure. I get it's Hickman, which probably sorry to tell you what it is. Decorum number 3 came out this week. It is good old Jonathan Hickman. With Mice Huddleston is the artist and Russ Wooten is the letters. First of all, the cover is super cool.
That's the cover. Yep.
Super cool.
I don't know what that little thing is.
This issue was definitely the most fun issue so far. There was actually like fun elements. It wasn't all world building, complicated stuff. Like the last one, there was like those black and white scenes with like really meta things. It is very meta, whereas this one is much more in line with like the story that you kind of thought in the beginning it would follow more. And it was fun. There's a new character introduced who's hilarious, and then a few minor characters that were introduced that are really funny. I'm really enjoying it, but I have a hard time not enjoying Hickman. I basically pick it up and I love Hickman. He scratches some type of itch that I can't quite describe for me, but I really
like with Hickman is that it's like I love his books because I kind of have to read them more than once. So I know money value of Hickman books is very high for me because I'll read the whole thing and be like, oh, like he gives you those nuggets at the end that kind of make everything make sense a little bit. So then it's like, well, now that I know that, I got to go and reread it again. And it's like every time I reread it, I like pick more up on it.
Yeah, I love it. I'm excited to get the whole work. I'm already like can't wait to get to the end so I can then like read through it all with a better understanding of like the world and what's going on. And the art is changing all the time in the issues. It's just it's fun. It's
really that's why I'm behind it. And usually with Hickman, I'll like number 1 comes out and I'll read it, and then number 2 comes out and I'll read 1 and 2, and then 3 comes out and I'll read 1, 2, and 3. And then I get behind because all of a sudden it's like
you can't read 6 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be my second pick of the week. I dig it. It's not everybody's cup of tea. It's Hickman, so it's not gonna be for everybody. Grabs dropped it, so like it's not for everybody. And if you don't enjoy something, fuck yeah, drop it. What's the point? That's no good.
I didn't read the second issue right away, or the first for that matter. And then I read them both back to back, and I was like, "Oh, actually, I kind of like this." So,
I read a segment of the world building part out loud to my wife. I was like, "Listen to this," and it was like explaining like the economies or something of some world or something. And I read through like 2 paragraphs, and I just looked at her, and she just looked at me, and she just goes, "Good luck with that."
That's like my favorite thing.
She knows me very well, and she's just like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, enjoy.
I love that. It's like getting somebody's. It's like somebody had a D&D campaign that's really fleshed out, and then they're making like a small set of comics based around it. But he's already got like the whole. Like, here's the world. Enjoy.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, third pick there. Last one.
Mine is No Heroin from Source Point Press. Nick's got the special copy. It is Frank Gogol. Mad and Mad are on art and colors, and then Reinhardt. I really enjoyed this. I mean, I really like Dead End Kids. So,
no! It's a comic disaster.
Well, it's fun.
You need to check.
No, I mean, they're literally right there. I can get them later. Yeah, it's a fun book. I mean, it deals with a lot of like, I mean, it's about, I like the ticker. It is about a recovering, I think, heroin addict. And it also involves vampire hunting.
Yeah, it was a cool book. I don't know how many issues it's supposed to be or anything.
I would guess somewhere between 3 and 4.
Yeah, it was cool. It's I started reading this and it was like, more vampires. Like, is this just a thing? I mean, I love my Philadelphia and all that, but I know we have Snyder coming back with American Vampire, and it's like, oh, here it comes. It's all coming up. Cole Catastrophe count 1. That's good. But yeah, it was a good book. It had some interesting art at times that I didn't hate or love really, but it's very good. Yeah. First showing, especially for
I was pretty into the art for this one. I liked some of the things that she did to kill vampires. That was definitely a lot different than normal vampire slaying.
Well, and the vampires, I don't want to say too much about it. I mean, I know it's number 1, and it probably says in the synopsis, but the vampire type stuff is kind of different. It's not your normal vampire, I guess. At least I don't think it is.
I'm just gonna throw this out. I haven't gotten to read this yet, Matt. Gin and something.
I also have.
I'd love to talk it, but I have not read. I haven't read 12 yet.
Talk it. I own it.
Yeah, exactly.
I own it. Sorry for my third pick.
Yeah.
Third pick. This one's gonna hurt. Yep. Oh, it hurts. It hurts.
It was so good, you guys. It's. I wasn't sure because I found out at I think 16. I had somehow totally missed the news that it was ending at 18. And I was reading 16, and then I read 17, and it was like, are they just gonna like wrap this all up and tie a bow on it? Like, there's only one thing left, and then I started thinking about it, and I had some ideas of where I thought it might go, and I definitely had some ideas of where I felt subject matter wise it needed to go, and I had some kind of preconceived thoughts of some things that I wanted this book to say, and they said it, and it was just it's one of my favorite books of all time. If they come out with a big awesome hardcover, I'm in right now. I'll give you my card information. Well, not any of you.
Not here. You'll show your address, not your credit card.
1, 2, 4. No. Yeah, no, it's really good. If you somehow slept on it and missed some Middle West, I believe the first 2 trades are already out, and the third should be out shortly, and hopefully hardcover, because it is just a really good coming of age story with some really neat things.
I do wish that this. I wish that this issue was. I wish we had one more. I wish that the end part could have been stretched a little bit more, because it felt like they rushed through some big moments.
Right. I think he wanted it to be. I think he wanted it. It felt like he wanted everything that was in this issue to be in this issue. There was maybe a few.
I just wish it was twice as long.
Yeah, a double long issue or something would have been great, or something.
Because there's some pages on there that is just art. Like, which is great. It's amazing. My God. Yeah. But then the dialogue is like half of it, and I'm just like, I want drag down a little bit longer.
I know that the overall message that Scotty was trying to convey has come to fruition, and it's been said, like he said what he set out to say with this book. But I mean, you could write more. Like, it could. Yeah. This story could definitely continue.
Jump ahead.
There could be a time jump, or hell, I'll read a prequel to this book at this point. Like it
with the other 2 characters.
Yeah, with the grandfather and it'd be great.
That'd be cool.
Any Middle West, if Scotty, I know you're watching, and if you write more of this book, I will buy it, because it's also one of those things that I like so much that I'm glad, like I'm kind of glad it's done at 18 and it's not this big long Walking Dead stretched out thing that like if I want to read Middle West, I can sit down and enjoy this, in a sitting if I want to.
Yeah.
But that was probably my most anticipated book. I think it was my most anticipated book last week, and now that was the one I was waiting for.
That's I honestly, if Nick didn't choose it, it would have been in my 3 somewhere. Yeah. I don't know which one I would have dropped. Probably Decorum. I honestly didn't.
I would have had Hotel on my list. Oops.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
how dare you? Well, Nat, I know that I couldn't do Die, but I have gotten to read Hotel issue 3.
It's a good one.
This series, this is the one that's like, it hurts every time I see 3 or 4 on here. I'm like,
there's only one more.
But miniseries after again, please. Like Hotel. Like, can we get another L?
I would love to see just lore in this universe or something. Like, it's not a hotel,
like a Twilight Zone type thing where you can it could be in a different space. Like, it could be like a really ritzy hotel in London or something instead. Like
different kinds of hotels and
it'd be really cool.
That would be cool.
So I hope to see more, but I'm cherishing it as it comes along. It's John Lee's writer, Dalibor Talajik.
That was kind of one of the reasons I was excited. You wanted to pick that book.
The artist, and then Lee Luffridge is colors, and Sal Cipriano is letters, which Lee Luffridge and Sal Cipriano are on colors and letters on so many books. And they kill it all the time. I love...
there's a reason they get all that work.
Everything about this book. I have 0 complaints. I love the art. I love how the stories like mingle with each other. It's everything I could want in a horror Twilight Zone esque comic book, and
it's my favorite run of Ice Cream Man.
So good. Yeah, exactly.
It's my favorite arc of Ice Cream
so
Man.
Good.
It really is.
I'm super excited for the 4th issue to come out, just so I can reread all of it, because it all ties into each other so good. I didn't notice too, because I read this again today, because we had read it last week, and like it's already going into issue 4 in this issue already. It goes back to issue 1 and 2. And like, so I mean, it's just in like issue 2 went in with issue 1, and issue 1 went in with issue 2. So I just love how like that's happening there.
It's a sandwich. It's a sandwich.
Yeah.
All the layers work together, but then there's individual layers. It's wonderful.
Different than an onion.
It's because those are all the same layers.
Yep.
So yeah, I can't recommend it anymore. And the trades in October. So that for Halloween, I definitely need to get this trade. I love this. It's so good. I can't say enough about it. Oh no, you couldn't. Wes couldn't find it. Find it.
I might go
It's
back
so good.
to my shop because my
I'm assuming you've read one.
Flash was all gnarled, so
Hi,
they
Sam.
might have an extra copy.
Yeah, we'll check. We'll check. If anybody ever wants to buy anything from our LCS, we'll definitely check for you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sam King's here. Sam King. Should we? I just did my 3. So my 3 for the week, we'll just round it up. Was Hotel, Decorum, and Image #1, Bliss.
My 3 were
Which
Batgirl.
Hotel's AWA. Sorry, I don't think that actually went out there. Check out AWA, y'all. They're killing it.
Yeah,
for sure. Mine were Batgirl number 47.
Who publishes that?
who's Batgirl from?
I think it's Detective Comics Universe is the name of them.
So an indie title. You might not be able to find that book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wes, have you ever heard of them?
We can check. We can check our LCS if they have any of those.
Yeah, if we got any more of them.
Which that one they might not, but
That's true.
No Heroine #1 from Source Point Press and Chew #1 from Image Comics.
Nice.
I've enjoyed it. Yeah. Mine were the Batman. It's not the Batman, is it?
It's just Batman.
No, it's just Batman. Batman Joker War. Wind from Boom. I don't think I said that before. Boom Studios is also killing it. And Middle West from Image. The final. Definitely don't. If you haven't read any of the others, definitely don't read this one. Go find #1. And yeah.
Spider.
Oh no.
Dang.
Apparently, there's a book called
We're gonna
Sync, also
we're
written
gonna
by
watch
John
Todd
Lee.
get. We're gonna watch Todd get spider powers.
Oh, but I'm not Toby Maguire. I need to make the web shooters myself.
Kane Paul, our shop had tons of no heroin.
Yeah.
Well, it's Source
Tons.
Point. It depends on your location. We're gonna have a lot of Source Point here.
No, but he said he couldn't find it. So yeah, Source Point.
And he went to
Press,
5 shops, so I'll check again if they have an extra issue.
They had a stack of them, man.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Justice League Dark is a really good book, and not very many people talk.
I'm
about
so
it.
excited about it. I haven't got to read that one yet. But yeah, AWA has Devil's Highway, Hotel, Old Haunts, Red Border, The Resistance, and Year Zero right now, and Archangel 8, which I still need to read.
Which I definitely bought the first 2 issues of The Resistance today. Also, They have
I just picked up the third. Yeah, I
they
just
have
picked
the
up
third.
the third.
I haven't read
today.
any of it, so I was like, well, I'll give it a try.
They're so good. I picked up literally everything they have now because I couldn't trust them more. Hey, me too. Look at that. Yep. They're just so good.
thanks, Sam. It's a good shirt.
Undertaker.
We all have good shirts on today.
We went with
So
the 80s theme.
what else? I'm trying to think of anything else that I read that wasn't talked about.
Did
I
you
think
read
guys
Detective?
covered- I did read Detective. It was good.
I
It
like
wasn't
what's happening in
Batman this
Detective.
time. I preferred
Yeah,
Batman this time though. Sup, newbie?
Sonata. Are you caught up on Sonata? I know that was last week, but
No.
you were behind, and
We have the same problem that I will be behind and then I'll catch up and then I'll be behind 3 issues and then I'll catch up and every time I go, why am I not devouring this as soon as I get it? Because
So the ones I'm behind on, I guess I could have this. Which one should I catch up on first?
all right.
Should I catch up on Decorum or should I catch up on King of Nowhere?
King of Nowhere.
Yeah? King of Nowhere is probably going to be a smaller run, don't you think?
Yeah, but
Nat requested something.
I'm wearing gray shorts.
And then usual fashion, I bet I'll be the only one actually in pants once again.
Nope.
Oh, I'm not alone this time.
Pants.
Ever since summer hit, I'm the only person in pants anymore.
I got to put like some
There you
wooden
go.
blocks on the wall right here so I can turn and just throw my feet up on the wall.
Smart. So there we go.
Stirrups.
Pants check.
What
What about
thing that I
pants?
didn't get to talk about because I'm not caught up was Bad Reception. I had to make the choice of rereading only Bad Reception and finishing this awesome book from Juan Doe, or reading literally all my other polls. So I read all the other ones. So tomorrow I'll be catching up on Bad Reception, and this will maybe even, it won't be Middle West, but it'd probably be my 2.
Yeah.
Just the way it's been. I've read all the way except for the last issue, but it's been a while, so I gotta reread it because it's good.
King of Nowhere come out?
Nope.
This?
No,
Okay.
those are just the books that I'm still waiting.
that you're
on.
gotcha. Because that's
and like this trade that I still haven't read, and yeah, all those things.
Boom is
Booming.
King of Nowhere, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Wind and Something is Killing the Children and Once and Future and Alienated. My goodness, Boom and AWA. I could live off of just those 2 right now.
Yeah.
There's pumping out stuff. Hey, Flash Ray. Hi. It
What is
that?
everyone in the comments? We only have like another minute or 2, so everyone in the comments needs to quick say what their favorite pick or
Book
2
of the
picks.
weekend,
Yeah. What's your
favorite
pick? What's your
week
pick of the day?
We want to hear especially if there's one that we didn't talk about and we missed.
Yes.
Maybe there's a book that we somehow missed and need to. Coffin Bound.
Weird.
I didn't like Coffin Bound, but I know you do. And
Wes doesn't know DC either apparently. So yeah, they're very indie.
Yeah.
yeah,
All
it's new. They probably won't make it.
No, they.
In fact, don't waste your money because they're going to be worthless books that nobody's ever heard of.
I mean, they might be rare in that sense.
You'll sell them for 50 cents in a garage sale.
You mentioned Chew, so Kane Paul says
Yeah.
Chew.
Yeah, we got you.
We got Chew. We got you. We got you, man.
We got you. Good. Bliss. Yeah, see, Bliss is one that
This is so good.
I must not have seen it. Maybe Cole, did you see it? Did they have it on the rack?
I didn't really look. I read the synopsis and I was like,
Is that Batman or is that?
You can hear that?
That's
Yeah.
not my cat.
That's my cat. That's my
Yeah.
cat.
I was like, it's Batman, or I forget your cat's name.
Hey, Kiva.
Aw.
What?
What's her pick of the week?
She said last week's Catwoman.
Ah,
Come here.
that's each month. Hers of the week is always Catwoman.
I don't know what he's doing.
The Last God, Usagi Yojimbo, and Wind. I did not pick up The Last God. I'm
trade waiting. I'm trade waiting that one.
And I haven't read Wind yet, but nice.
I'm
very
jealous. I like The Last God is definitely a book that I want to read now because they do the whole they have a D&D 5e module already created for it, and that seems hella tight to me.
I'm assuming is Strayed his cat's favorite book?
Or her. I don't know if that came out. Oh, is that even a book? I don't know. I think this joke has been one of these.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, that was a Sweet Gorillas cover, Flash, right? For kids.
Oh, I saw that. That was dope. That was really cool.
I feel like I should have read that book because all their homage covers are pretty amazing.
It is really cool. It's really cool. All right, so should I put? I'm gonna put 60 seconds on the clock.
60 seconds. Oh yeah, we didn't really talk about that. We are planning on we're trying the live thing on Wednesdays to talk about just the books that came out Tuesday and Wednesday. But we are going to be very strict because we use Wednesdays to record after this a lot of times. So these will not be like the Saturday marathons that we might be known for. So there's going to be
at some point, but we're going to try to
it's probably going to be somewhere in the 20 to 35 minute range, for sure, depending on what else we have going on. So as much as we'd love to
60 seconds on the clock.
definitely sit and talk forever about comic books.
It's not
Anybody
ticking
has
like
another book. Nat, is Strayed an actual book?
Your cat.
We're gonna waste like 30 seconds waiting for it to like lag up.
Yeah, Nick's cat likes Strayed.
I closed the door upstairs so that less noise can come down here from the family, and so the cat apparently got trapped down here, and he doesn't want to be.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to be trapped down with you either.
He's kind of a little bitch, just a bastard of a cat that he will just whine and whine and whine all day. See you later, Flash Ray.
Yeah, it sounds good. Oh, we have 12. We're at 10 seconds. I forget what I put at the end of this time, but there should be something that happens. I'm not positive. And
you're getting wrapped up with us.
Oh, it wasn't very loud. Did you hear that?
No.
Damn it.
That was pretty anticlimactic. I thought that you were gonna like.
It was the moment that he knew he fucked up.
Wasn't it either?
But I heard it that time.
Not a no. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Son of a bitch. Whatever. Either way, you know who we are. We know what.
I have weird poop in here.
There it is.
Yes. Can be heard that time. So thanks for getting wrapped up with us. We'll see you again on Saturday, 10 o'clock EST. And then let us know in the comments what your book of the new comic book day was. Book of the day. So I'm Todd.
I'm Cole.
I'm Nick.
And
This was Comic
This Week in
that's
Comics.
This Week in Comics. Yeah. Comic Burrito, a podcast, a live stream for new comic book day. We're going to figure out this title. Bye.
Bye. We're still live.
What's alive?
A song